I thank the Honourable Steve Thomas for moving this motion, and One Nation definitely agrees with it. As a matter of fact, One Nation is the only party that has consistently pointed out that affordable, reliable energy is crucial for this state. One Nation is the only party that clearly opposes net zero. One Nation is the only party that opposes net zero madness. And it's great to see that our party is gaining so much influence lately with that stance. One Nation is clearly the thought leader when it comes to responsible energy policy that will secure a standard of living for Western Australians. The reason contestable electricity costs are so shocking is because our energy policy. The WA Labor government is determined to shut down our coal-fired power plants and replace them with renewables and gas, and it's going to be very, very expensive. So why has this government failed to provide cost-effective electricity to business? The answer is easy: net zero. Why has this government failed to deliver a viable plan for electricity supply in the coming years? Net zero. Why has this government wasted 5 years by providing little progress in any viable future energy plan? Net zero. The fact is that we are committing economic self-harm. I asked questions of the government not long ago actually on this thing to find out how much our actions in WA will actually impact global emissions. The answer I got was that by shutting down our coal plants, we will hopefully reduce our global emission by 0.08%. So in other words, what we do here in WA will have no impact on global emissions when emissions in China, the USA and India are rising. The government has no plan. It's dangerously negligent when it comes to energy supply. Its current plan is to hope for a new technology that would make batteries more economically viable, or some sort of other emerging technology. Their plan is essentially this: Phase 1, announce net zero. Phase 2, question mark. Phase 3, achieve net zero. The reason they cannot provide a plan is because it is not possible to achieve net zero without bankrupting WA. Some estimates place the cost of achieving net zero at $50 billion. I think that's probably an underestimation. By the time we install the firming capacity, transmission lines and distribution network to properly accommodate the amount of renewable generation sources needed, I think we'll be closer to double or triple that. Sadly, it's impossible to know how much it will all end up costing. The government has no idea itself. If it did, it would announce the plan now. This is what happens when ideology meets reality. I'm guessing there are desperate meetings in government at the moment to come up with a plan that seems vaguely plausible, but I guess that's not an easy thing to come up with. The only party in WA with a viable, plausible energy policy is One Nation. Our policy is just to replace the ageing, efficient coal plants with modern, efficient ones, and maintain coal-fired baseload electricity as part of our energy mix in WA. That way, well, that's not what others say. It's not free. It's definitely not free. So replace our coal plants with modern, efficient ones and maintain the baseload electricity as part of our energy mix that we have now in WA. That way, we won't have to spend tens of billions of dollars on transmission lines. That way, we won't have to ruin our beautiful natural environment with 250-metre tall wind turbines and solar farms and just about the size of a small European country the way we're going. And we've seen that down south, all these turbines they want to put down on farmland there. There's people kicking up a fuss down there. We're going to destroy our environment to help our environment. It makes no sense. They're demolishing beautiful parts of our country. Now, we talk about green steel, data centres for AI, critical minerals processing and a made in WA policy to bring back manufacturing. But all of this is unachievable without reliable, cheap power. Some people say we will run out of coal in Collie, so we have to move away from it. Well, even if this is the case, the government has already identified the solution and implemented it. We can import coal from Newcastle just like China does. I mean, we've done it before. I seen a couple of years ago when I was looking up, they brought in some coal, as much as it wasn't the right one, I don't think. Let's face it, there is no climate emergency. Climate models consistently, inaccurately, our leading climate scientists have expressed concerns that risks are being overstated. The most recent IPCC report found there was no evidence of increased extreme weather events compared to long-term averages. Even the private jet enthusiast Bill Gates has admitted that there is no climate emergency just recently. So, if West Australians want an energy policy that will deliver affordable, reliable and safe electricity to the households and industry, they can only really trust one party. One nation always has and always will put Australians first. So in summing it up, we should just build new, efficient coal plants, save billions of dollars and accept the fact that reducing emissions by 0.08% is not worth ruining our economy and standard of living. I commend this motion to the House.